Well, hey, everybody, how y'all doing? I know y'all probably like, if you know me, this is the longest and the most anybody has ever seen me in these glasses right here, okay? I'm a contact lens person, but what can you do when you're right-handed and that's the hand you use to put your contacts on with? Update, Chronicles of Rotator Cuff Surgery 2023. Recap, once again, for those of you who are just joining, surgery was last week, Thursday, the 26th of January. Rotator cuff had a hole in it, and I had some bone spurs and fragments of bone all in my arm. It has really been a pleasant experience. It's crazy, right? But it's been really crazy and pleasant because it's not a lot of pain. Now, don't get me wrong. I just posted a video of last night. I'm not saying that there is no pain. There's definitely some pain going on here because last night was an absolute fool. It wasn't. It was just uncomfortable. You know, it was irritating and uncomfortable because it's getting harder and harder to sleep sitting up. I need to be in this recliner. I need to be sleeping in this recliner. I need to be sleeping in this recliner. Matter of fact, look what the recliner do. This Walmart, y'all. This Walmart. Okay, let me see if I'm doing it right. Okay, hold on. Put the scissors down. So I got some packages. I'm not going to make it go all the way up because the table is here and it's going to kick it. But it makes it go up, so I don't have to strain to get up. And then, of course, it does the whole recline thing. Right? Oh, there she is. She's going back. I'm going to stop now, though, because then I'll be out of the camera. So this is the remote. I had to slide it on this end, right? Make sure it's all the way down. Nope. No. All right. And then got the massage joint too. I don't need this right now. But for $269, I think with tax it was $284. And it came in 2 pieces. Very easy to assemble. Not heavy at all. Love it. Okay. So sidebar. Need to sleep in this recliner. It's hard to sleep sitting up in your bed because what happens is you're sleeping and then you're going this way, right? And you're dozing, which then causes you to jump. And when you jump out of your sleep, what's the first thing you do? You're going like that. Wrong answer. Secondly, when you're sleeping sitting up, although I have my sling on, the sling with that pillow keeps my arm here. But as I lay down, and I'm going to demonstrate with this arm so that you know, the sling keeps you here and in place. But as you sleep and you are dead weight, when you're in that REM sleep or REM sleep, however you want to put it, it causes, gravity makes it go back, which hurts. So, recliner, you're at an incline, you're able to sleep. That's what I'm getting ready to do. Anyway, update, was able to, I slept without Band-Aids on so that the incisions can get some air or breathe. And when I woke up, it was really painful because of the allergic reaction I told you about in the previous video. The allergic reaction is just pustules. For those of you who are not in the dermatology field or do not have a license in cosmetology, they're like whiteheads, but not white, more with a clear liquid. They're not vesicles, or bullous. They might be vesicles. Yeah, let's just say. But they look like whiteheads, but they're clear fluid because that's an allergic reaction. And it burns profusely. So it burns and itches at the same time. You don't want to scratch it because the more you scratch it, the worse it gets. I would like to say it was hives, but it's not because I've had hives before. Even though this isn't an allergic reaction, it's more like a horrible rash. So in the middle of the night, I'm up just dying because I want to scratch it. It's burning. So I pile on the Benadryl, the gel. They have some gel. Because I can't take Benadryl or Zyrtec or any type of allergy medicine because I'm taking pain meds. And pain meds and allergy medicines do not mix. That is like borderline a recipe for death. A lot of famous people actually passed away for an accidental overdosed on prescription meds because of the mixture. The counteraction is not cool. So I can't take anything to stop the itching. Popping a Benadryl would make it great, but that's a no when I'm on these young Percocet. Okay, so with that being said, it was a rough night, not just with being able to not being able to sleep sitting up, because then you start sliding down, and then that's a whole nother story. But just the itching and burning of my arm. I digress. We're already 5 minutes in, but deal with it. This is how it goes. So, woke up this morning, put waterproof Band-Aids on so that I can take a shower. Nice hot shower. That warm water actually was scratching, my itches because it was bad. Then took more pictures so that I can give it to my physician. And so I'm doing pretty good. The pain in itself, I haven't had my sling on all morning. I woke up at 5. I know, right? Had a cup of coffee and came here and got on my recliner and kind of watched the news. I'm thinking my time. Like, no, I woke up to go to the bathroom at 5, but I finally got out of the bed at like 6:23. And came out here to watch TV until it was time. And I had my sling on the whole time. After I got out the shower, I haven't put the Band-Aids on because they got wet. The Band-Aids would no longer stick because I had to put I had steroid cream for the rash, but then I flip-flop it with the Benadryl allergy gel. So it was all caked on. So none of the Band-Aids stuck. They got wet. Okay, so now I'm letting it dry. The last pain med, and I differentiate Tylenol from pain med. The Tylenol that I'm taking is actually the Equate version. It is the 8-hour extra strength arthritis acetaminophen. 650 milligrams. I take 2 of those. And then the pain med is the pain med. And that is the 5 milligrams of oxycodone immediate release. Hold on. Yeah, immediate release tabs. And it's just 5 milligrams. It's not a lot. So, no, she's not going to be addicted because she doesn't take them all the time. So when I say pain med, that's what I mean that I took. The pain med. If I say Tylenol, then that's the acetaminophen. So when my last video, that was in the evening, it was like 10, 11 o'clock because I hadn't taken any pain meds since 5, and I said I wasn't going to take any. I took a pain med at about 11:30 last night, and I just took another one maybe 20 minutes ago, so well past 12 hours. So that lets you know how the pain is there, but it's tolerable. I took Tylenol, though, at around 10 a.m. so that I can, move around and do what I have to do. It is the same thing. You see, I have my trusty dusty pillow with the strap, and I'm not moving my arm. The pain is still here, it makes sense. It's a little bit here, but it is not like it was yesterday, which does lead me to believe that my nerves are just coming back, right? The nerve block, I have a bruise. They literally stuck the needle here for the nerve block, and that controlled all of it. I remember the anesthesiologist saying that I would have a couple of side effects, possibly a sore throat, which I did, and that lasted a couple of days. So I just sucked on my Ricola cough drops, and that eased it. But other than that, I feel I'm doing really well. I feel confident enough to I've been in my bed because I'm hard-headed, but I have my little pillows. I'm really going to try a couple of things. My plan is to go back to work tomorrow. I have a sit-down job. Unfortunately, my spa job right now, my shop is shut down. There's nothing I can do until I do that. But I'm going to attempt to sit at the desk for a couple of hours and see how that goes. That's why I haven't taken any pain meds until now. And the only reason why I took pain meds is because I need to sleep. I have been up. I didn't sleep well last night. And like I said, I got up early this morning. I've had 2 cups of coffee. I never have 2 cups of coffee. I'm a 1 cup of coffee person. But I said I would keep you posted and let you know it is what it is. I do think, however, remember yesterday I was like, oh, I can use my move. Yeah, that's starting to be a no. Now when I do this with this hand, I can actually feel the muscles here, and I don't want to mess with those muscles. So that's that. I did order a couple of things. You know me. And I said, bless the Amazon person, because normally they don't put stuff. I don't know how I'm going to cut this. Normally they don't put stuff right at my apartment door. But they did. And I was like, thanks, because I was going to go right there. I have on pajama pants. I'm feeling blue today, so I don't know. I ordered a couple of things. I'm trying to find a sling that works, because the sling the hospital gave me, too big. And you got to have an advocate there for you. When you go to have a procedure, make sure you have somebody there that's going to be there to ask all of the questions. Because you are on anesthesia and whatever pain meds they put in your IV, you're not paying attention. And I told my physician that this time. I did have somebody with me. But I told him, I was like, listen, I'm going to need you to talk to this person, because you've done my surgeon's done both my knees, and he's also done my wrist, because I had nerve damage in my wrist, a pinched nerve. I said, and every time after surgery you talk to me, and I remember talking to you, like I can see us talking. I don't know what you said. So this time I was like, I'm going to need you to talk to my person, okay? Tell my person what you need to say to me. So I guess they had a conversation. But when I let them know my concern, because I purchased a sling off Amazon, and I had an allergic reaction to the doggone sling. Yes. Hives all over my skin. So when I was expressing that interest, I know y'all like, can you get to the point? This is the whole point about me ordering things. They brought the sling out to see, I needed to see the type of material it was, because what I had a reaction to was the neoprene in the sling. And I didn't know if it's because it came from China and there were other chemicals. So I did wash it, but I still had the reaction. So I needed to see what the material of it was. And I distinctly remember the lady saying, this is a large. This isn't your size. I'm going to get you the right size. I just wanted you to see what it was that we have. How did I get a large? So the sling is big. It was okay the first couple of days because everything was swollen. Now that I'm back to regular size, I have to literally have another Velcro thing around my wrist to keep it on. So I say all that to say, I ordered something else through Amazon to see, hopefully, if that'll fit, because I need something that's going to be tighter. But I also ordered some books. I know this is going to be backwards. So Michelle Obama's new book, The Light We Carry, Overcoming in Uncertain Times. So I ordered this book. And let me tell you why I ordered the book. Not just because it's Michelle Obama, because I didn't get the other book. I didn't want the other book. I'm hoping that I want this book. But here is why I got this book. I know this has nothing to do with the surgery. Deal with it. You'll be enlightened. Maybe you'll purchase this book and read it and tell me how you like it. I am absolutely in love with and obsessed, borderline obsession, with the Duggars, the 19 Kids and Counting. I've been watching them since it was like 12 Kids and Counting. And I watched all of the shows. It's another box here. I'm finna open it up. I've watched all of the shows, even through the sexual assault allegations for the older brother. And then once the assault allegations came to fruition, they did Counting On. So it was mostly all about the kids and them growing up and them, finding a mate and getting married and having kids. So I really was interested. I liked it. They took the spotlight off the parents. I'm cutting this box. It's on the floor. They took the spotlight off the parents and they did it on the kids. So I like following the story because I like some of the I like some of the concepts that they had. Like, I like the fact that they courted and that they couldn't go on a date unless they had a younger sibling as a chaperone. And once they were courting, they could hold hands. Once they were engaged, they can actually give a side hug. So I kind of liked all that stuff. But the other stuff, like the girls couldn't wear no pants and be fruitful and multiply, I'm not going to have all those kids. But I digress. So one of my favorite sisters, Ginger, she wrote a book, and it is just talking about how, you know, she realized the more she was away from the family and the more she studied the word on her own, she realized that it was extreme, and you know, there was a spiritual freedom that she had. So I ordered that book too, and when I saw that book, Michelle Obama's book was right below it, and I was like, if I can support Ginger, I can support Michelle Obama. So I bought Michelle's book, and I'm going to read it. I also bought Ginger's book because I'm intrigued. I would like to see, you know, what her take on, you know, because there's a spiritual awakening. I'll come back because this is not about that. But it'll be another video at a later time. This channel is Heavenly Speaks. Right now, it's the chronicles of my rotator cuff surgery. And I'm doing it not just because there was nothing for me to reference, but because God told me to. I'm Heavenly. Nickname is Heavenly Voice. People call me Heavenly. I know y'all like, what are you trying to do? I'm trying to open up this box without using my right hand. And I don't have a pair of left-handed scissors. These right-handed scissors. So, because it's a sling in here and I wanted you guys to see it. Whew. There is no limit to what you have to do to be comfortable. And I have to be comfortable. And I'm praying that this material in this sling is going to do it for me. So I bought a sling, and I also bought these dessert cups. Why did I buy the dessert cups, you're wondering? Because I have some delicious recipes, and I would like to share them and sell them. So I'm going to sample them to see if people like them enough to buy them. With that being said, let's take a look at, this is the sling that I ordered. You're going to see 17 minutes in. All right, it looks like pretty breathable material. All right. You have a strap here. You have these straps, and then you have this strap, which I'm sure is supposed to be for my waist. So, stay tuned for the next video.